Hi gorgeous ladies, have you ever wondered, am I doing my concealer the right way? Or maybe the wrong way? Well, today I'm here to show you how to apply your concealer the right way compared to the wrong way. So if you're interested in having that flawless, bright, fresh under eye, then please keep watching. Alright ladies, so I'm here today to show you how to do the right way and the wrong way of concealer application. This can be a huge effect on what your under eyes look like, how bright and refreshed you look, or how creased and a little bit harsh they are. So a few quick tips just to get started is you're going to make sure that you have a moisturizer under your eye. This is going to help from hydrating the eye to helping it not look super dry and cakey, which I know from a lot of women I've spoke to is the hardest thing, because you always see the cakey eye, along with all the other cracks and crevices, stuff like that. Now sometimes there's just no getting away from that, because let's be real, we all smile, we all laugh, we all get the little crow's feet, and that happens over years because you're continuously stretching the skin by smiling and moving those areas, so end up needing. So with that being said, there's a million different types. These are full coverage, medium to light, light to medium. I swear by the full coverage, and sometimes that just scares people. People who have incredible skin, don't need a lot of coverage, it still gives you that coverage, but you only need to use just a little bit. So I use all the full coverage, but I also use a tiny bit that lets me cover everything that I need, rather than feeling like, okay, one day I need a little bit more coverage than I did the day before, but it's an all-in-one. So I really do recommend trying to do the full coverage type thing rather than a light to medium, because you can always buff it out, you can always thin it out yourself, but you know that the day you need that fuller coverage and you don't have it, it's already there because it's a 2-in-1 or a 5-in-1, a 10-in-1, whatever it may be. So I'm going to be using the NARS, which is a medium to heavier coverage, but I want to show you the applicator today, and without mixing 2 or 3 to confuse you, I'm just going to use this one today. So placing of concealer is huge. This is the #1 thing that people unfortunately go wrong with, which is okay, because that's why I'm here to teach you the right way. So on one eye I'm going to show you the correct way, and the other eye I'm going to start off by showing you the way that normally people were taught, or they think they should be doing, because whenever you see dark you'd think, okay, I'm just going to cover the dark area that I see. Well, when it comes to concealer, what we want to do is kind of drag down any darkness, any heaviness or puffiness. So with that being said, with a lighter concealer that we want to use, that's going to give us that illusion that everything's kind of being pulled down but brightened up and freshened. So with this applicator, I'm just going to take a little bit out. I always rub a little bit of the excess because I feel like a lot comes out on the sponge. So this is the normal way that most people are taught, or they do think that they should place it. So this is the way. Now you want to see here that I don't go up into the corner of the eye. Well, the #1 thing to do is make sure to start and get that corner of the eye, for that is sometimes where the darkest and brightest blues and purples that we see are. So sometimes when you think, oh, that might be my eyeshadow, it's really not. It's the darkness going on. So you always place it in there. Now this is the correct way that we should be placing our concealer. Now I know that looks a little scary, and I know it probably looks too much for some people, but I promise you, as we blend it out and you will see, it becomes very seamless. But you are going to see right here where we all have those creases of the indent of where that dark circle kind of ends, and we always smile, so we always have that little puffiness where it creates and then goes our cheek. Well, that part, what we want to do is give the illusion of it being drawn down. That is why the upside down triangle, or a V, is going to help create that illusion of it being drawn down. Use my fluffy brush just to be able to show you what it's going to look like blended out. Make sure to take the concealer as close to the lash line as possible. For this area right here where you may think you have a little bit of harsh lines, you can just take your finger and tap that in, blending out any possible harsh lines there may be. And then I'm going to show you on this side, just blending it out in this form, what it's going to look like. So doing it this way, you can actually see right here where it just looks so heavy. It actually makes me look heavier where that dip is, rather than over here, it looks like that illusion of everything drawing down, even my little darker crease that happens right in that area. So if you forget or if you remember, then just quickly take a little bit more, take right where that heaviest dip is and just draw that part down. And for those of you who use a beauty blender, I'll just show you out how to blend this out to make sure you get that correctly. The trick to using the beauty blender to really make sure that you're getting rid of any creases or cracks or heaviness is you're going to just slightly pat it in a windshield wiper motion back and forth. Pressing it in, no wiping or swiping. And then what you're going to do is just add your foundation all over your face, and then you're going to set everything, and I will show you in just a minute after I place on my foundation and set my powder on my face what I'm going to set under my eyes with. Okay, so after I placed on all my foundation, I put my bronzer and my blush on, I'm going to now set my under eyes with a translucent powder. So a translucent powder is just anything that does not have color, because we want to make sure that we are not changing the eye color of the concealer that we put on us. So we want to make sure that, again, it is translucent and loose. So with your translucent powder, I'm just going to tap just that edge in there a little bit, tap off the excess, and then place this exactly where I placed any concealer, just to set it so that it stays all day without hopefully creasing. Making sure to tap in and no wiping or swiping, just pressing it in. So as you can see, I look very bright and fresh under the eye, and I hope that you can do too. If you have any questions or concerns about your under eye, or what kind of formula you think you may need or may not need, please let me know in the comment box below. I'd be happy to answer. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I will look forward to seeing what you have to say, or if you give it a try, let me know how it all goes and lasts you throughout the day. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out and lets me know that this was helpful for you and you enjoyed it. And also don't forget to click right up here and subscribe to my channel. It will email you every time that I have a new video out, which is every Saturday. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you have amazing bright under eyes for the rest of your days. Thank you so much. I will talk to you soon.